People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now.
From coast to coast, it's not just about houses. It's about how people live, work, and dream. These streets hold stories. These homes hold hope. And the people, they're the heartbeat of something bigger. This isn't just real estate. This is the real America. One neighborhood at a time. Welcome to your neighborhood. Welcome to the American Dream.
Hello, and welcome to the American Dream TV. I'm Amber Kuhn, your lifestyle and real estate host for here in North Atlanta. Today, we're at Avalon, an 86-acre community that combines work, live, and play seamlessly here in Alpharetta, Georgia. Located just 30 minutes north of Atlanta, Avalon is a dynamic destination where modern luxury meets everyday living. Built in 2014, it features more than 570,000 square feet of retail, dining, and office space, a 12-screen all-premium theater with reclined seating, a conference center, and a full-service Marriott brand hotel, along with single-family residence and luxury rental homes for those who love having all of this right outside their front door. From high-end shops and stylish boutiques to chef-inspired restaurants and cozy cafes, Avalon truly offers something for everyone. With a beautiful open-air design, year-round events, and a vibrant energy from morning to night, Avalon isn't just a place to shop or dine, it's a place to connect, unwind, and enjoy. One of the newer dining establishments here in Avalon is NFA Burger, an interesting upscale fast food concept that serves smash burgers, hot dogs, and fries. Today, we're going to be speaking with founder and CEO Billy Kramer as he talks to us about his unique concept and how he's using it to give back to the community one burger at a time. So in 2018, obviously, left corporate America, got into making burgers, started with pop-ups, correct?
That's correct.
So tell me a little bit about that.
So I left corporate America. I was kind of shoved out of corporate America. I was just really unhappy. And I think when you're unhappy in your job, it shines through. And making burgers made me happy. So when I left corporate America, I decided to do a pop-up at a place called Battle and Brew, which is in Sandy Springs. They let me cook on their grill. It's the first time I ever cooked on a grill in a commercial setting. And it went horribly awry, but I had the best time. And I was so unprepared for how a kitchen works that I'm pretty sure most people who came had a horrible burger.
You had a unique concept when you opened your first location, though. You started in a gas station.
At that point, I've been doing pop-ups for about a year and a half. A friend of mine had come by, said, they're running a cafe out of that gas station near your house. You should go talk to them. I think they're struggling. 3 months later, he called me and asked me to take over the gas station. So December 3rd, 2019, I walked in with nothing else other than meat, cheese, sauce, and seasoning, and I made 3 burgers. That following Saturday, that was a Tuesday, the following Saturday, we had 125 people. We sold 125 burgers. And we kind of haven't looked back, despite COVID, despite all these other things that have happened in the meantime. We managed to keep growing our business.
You are also partnered with a charity that's close to your heart, the Giving Kitchen, and a portion of some of your burger sales goes into that cause. Tell me a little bit about that and how you got involved in it.
Well, it all started, basically when I was born. My father was in the shoe industry for 55 plus years. He was in an organization called the 210 Foundation, which was Their slogan is "Shoe People Helping Shoe People." And what that means is there is no Phil Knight at the head of Nike without somebody in a store stocking the shoes on the shelves, selling those shoes and doing those things. So you need to take care of the whole ecosystem. And so when I started in the restaurant industry, I was introduced to the Giving Kitchen, which is the same thing for the restaurant industry. It's if you don't take care of the bartenders and everybody here, it doesn't matter. The people at the top don't make any money without the people in the ecosystem doing what they need to do. And so the Giving Kitchen is about helping take care of those people the best they can, helping food service workers in crisis. And as you said, a portion of burger sales goes to the Giving Kitchen. I run an event called the Burger Benefit, which is, I bring chefs in from around the country. We sell burgers for a day. All that money goes to the Giving Kitchen.
Avalon is your first standalone store, brick and mortar.
Right.
Why Avalon? What made you choose North Atlanta to kind of set up your operations here?
Well, we have a lot of people who've come down to Dunwoody from Avalon or from Alpharetta and Cumming and all these areas up here in Milton. So we were presented with an opportunity that most restaurants don't get, and made it very easy for us to just move in here. We didn't do a lot of work here. We painted it, did some other things, hung some TVs up. And it really just gave us an opportunity to see what it was like to be in a full service restaurant instead of a gas station with picnic tables out back, which I love. You can come see me any day and I'll be sitting out back talking to people. But we just were presented with an opportunity, much like I was in Dunwoody. Opportunities that don't really come by restaurant owners or people who want to own restaurants or open restaurants. We just seem to be finding these opportunities. We'll take advantage of it, and hopefully things work out for the best.
From bold flavors to an even bolder mission, Billy Kramer and his team at NFA Burger are showing us what it means to give back to the community one burger at a time. And whether you come to Avalon to live, work, or just play, we know there'll be something for everyone in your family. Thank you for joining us today on the American Dream TV. I'm Amber Kuhn, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, I am Conrad Johnson, your American Dream TV host, and today I am at Atlantic Station, one of Atlanta's most desirable neighborhoods. But first, let's take a tour on a condo just right up there. Welcome to this bright 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo featuring one open concept layout, modern finishes, breathtaking view, perfect position near dining, shopping, and entertainment. This unit delivers both comfort and lifestyle in one beautiful space. After showing real estate and lifestyle across the city, I am ending the day at one of Atlanta's favorite Caribbean hotspots, Juve Caribbean Kitchen and Bar. I am here with my good friend Tasha.
Hi, CJ.
How you doing, Tasha?
Good. So good to see you.
So Tasha tells me, how do you pronounce the name?
So it's Juve. Pretend like you're saying duvet. Drop the D and put a J. So it's Juve.
Juve.
Yes. Juve, for the people who don't know, means the crack of dawn or the open of the day. But it also has deep historical significance for us in the Caribbean. It's the party that kicks off Carnival. So not only is it the start of the day, it's the party that kicks off Carnival and starts at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Yeah,
Wow.
goes till around 11. And Juve came about from slave rebellion. Carnival was the one time after harvest that the slaves were allowed to enjoy themselves and have a party. And there's different pieces of the history that kind of just came together, but Juve in and of itself was rebellion during the time that they burned down all the sugar cane fields because they were being oppressed. And it just became a party, but with deep significance to us.
What inspired you to create Juve Caribbean Kitchen and Bar?
So funny enough, at the time that this restaurant was about to happen, I actually did not go looking for a space. I have other restaurants, and when they were building this development, the brokers actually came looking for me. They said that, we love what you're doing with this other space called Bell and Lily's, and we definitely would like you to be in our development. So I was like, I'm not really looking for anything right now, but I'll come take a look.
So it's kind of just fell in.
Yes, and we transformed it to feel like what we wanted it to, with the common blues, the blues of the ocean. The artwork shows scenes of carnival. The food, of course, this is a Caribbean-inspired restaurant, so I like to call it a culture hub. It allows for me to just showcase and teach people all the rich culture of the Caribbean. And I named it Juve for one really good reason. Caribbean people could identify that it's Caribbean immediately. If you are from the Caribbean and you see Juve, you automatically know.
What do you want customers to feel when they enter?
Like they're at home. I want every customer to walk in here and feel welcome. Our intention is to teach and to share our culture. If you've been to the Caribbean and you miss the food, or you want to hear the music, or if you're from the Caribbean and you want to get that homey feel that you've had from either your grandmother, your cousins from visiting, we just want you to come in and admire the sights and sounds. We have pictures of Carnival and Jab Jab, and Jab Jab is like the best Juve, which is from Grenada. So we want people to come in, indulge in the culture, enjoy our great team. I think we have excellent customer service. The food is great. And I'm not just saying that, you know, if I didn't own the place, I'd come here.
Why Atlanta for Juve?
Atlanta is a growing metropolis. And why not Atlanta, right? As Atlanta continues to grow and has to compete with the New Yorks of the world, the LAs, Miami, the Florida, where there's a bigger population of Caribbean people. I think a lot of Caribbean people and people in general are now moving into the city from up north, from the Caribbean, and people constantly complain that there's a lack of good Caribbean food in such a setting where it's not just takeout. So Atlanta is actually perfect right now, considering how much the city is about to grow. And about to be like, we have the busiest airport in the world, and World Cup is coming up, which is going to bring people from all over the world. So
definitely,
it's actually great timing.
This is what American Dream TV is all about. Highlighting the people, the culture, the businesses that makes Atlanta special. I am Conrad Johnson, and this is American Dream TV. I will see you on the next episode.
Today, we're in the heart of Midtown Atlanta, a community known for energy, innovation, and living life fully. And that makes it the perfect place to explore a powerful question: what if you could actually look forward to aging? Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Jules Harper, and today we're in Midtown Atlanta. We're visiting Forever Young Med Spa and Wellness Center, a leader in personalized wellness and aesthetics. We'll be meeting with Carlton Washington, co-founder, to discuss how the company got its start, its mission to rethink aging, and how modern science is changing the way we approach longevity. Let's step inside. So Carlton, tell me, how did you guys get your start?
So in 2014, we started in South Florida. My partner Dennis and I, we had just met a month and a half before, and he was training me for a bodybuilding competition. I just moved to South Florida from Atlanta actually, and was in a corporate job that I really hated. So I was depressed, down every day, and really took the time when I was at work to work on a business plan for a business like this, which is a business that helps people look better, helps people feel better from the inside out. Like I said, I just met Dennis about a month and a half before, and I was like, hey, would you want to do this business? He simply said yes. And so we just got to work, learned everything on the way up. And basically our first store was in Boca Raton, Florida. We are now standing in our 61st store, 72 stores actually to date right now in 24 states. And so we offer medical wellness, medical aesthetics, and everything in between. We've been doing this for 12 years now. And on our wellness side, everything starts with consultations that go into deep blood work and analysis. And so through blood and through doing physicals and through getting to know the patient and getting their body composition and aggregating all that data, we're actually able to apply medical science to that with nutrition, lifestyle modification, hormone replacement, nutrients, and hydration. And so it's all the things that you need to actually be healthier, to actually avoid disease, and to actually live longer.
Excellent. Let's take a look around.
Here's our consult room. So right here, we do all of our wellness consults, aesthetic consults in here. We take as much time as people want. We don't charge for that as well because we really want people to feel comfortable getting to know us and what we can do and our capabilities. If we come around here, we have our esthetician's room. Basically is gonna be doing things like hydrofacial here. Over here, we do body composition for all of our patients that are on wellness, so we can tell them how much water's in their body, how much muscle, how much fat, what's an ideal mix of that. We can monitor that and graph it on the way up and on the way down. Another room for lasers, and so in this room, we have our Optimus Max device here. This is going to do laser hair removal. This is going to do radio frequency, micro needling. It's non-invasive, no surgery, and less downtime. These are our treatment rooms here. So we do everything from wellness physicals to blood work, to Botox, to fillers, to PRP. Pretty much anything can be done in these rooms here. And then lastly, for us, this was a big deal. We really wanted to have a huge open space for people to feel comfortable, come in, do IV therapy treatments. They're either going to sleep, they're talking with friends, or they're bringing their work to do at one of these desks right here so they can get hydrated, they can get healthy, they can do their work. Like I said, 99% of the outcomes here are always going to be people leaving with a smile on their face, and that's the goal. Everything that we do works, it's science-backed, and the big thing about Forever Young is we practice what we preach, so there's nothing that we offer or do that we wouldn't give to our moms, our dads, to our friends, family. And so everything we stand behind and everything that we do, we use. That's why people trust us, because they know that we're telling the truth.
So Carlton, tell me, why Midtown? Like, why does Midtown align with the Forever Young mission?
So first off, personally, before I left Atlanta, Midtown was always my favorite place to be. Midtown to me was the most active, most alive part of the city. We're standing here at Piedmont Park, to me, which is the most beautiful park in all of Atlanta. To me, it is the epicenter of Atlanta. And as you look behind us, you'll see that this is where all of the development is going on in Atlanta right now. You'll see the cranes behind us. Next door to the Forever Young is the brand new Rockefeller building. It's 88 stories, the tallest, largest building being built in Atlanta in the last 40 years. And so with all that going on, you'll also notice that we are in Piedmont Park. People are active, they're running, they're jogging, they're walking. And this is people from ages of 20 all the way to 70 years old. It's about living your best life, optimal lifestyle, optimal wellness. The city of Atlanta, Midtown represents that.
It's definitely a vibrant energy. You've got walkable streets, you've got amazing dining, you've got community events. This is definitely a place where you have people of all ages plugging in, feeling the best that they've ever felt in their life. So I love Midtown. I love Atlanta in general, and this is why I call this my home. From personalized wellness to cutting-edge science, to the vibrant lifestyle of Midtown Atlanta, Forever Young is redefining what it means to age well. This is more than just looking younger and feeling younger. This is about living with energy, intention, and vitality at every stage of life. I'm your host, Jules Harper, and this is The American Dream.
Welcome to The American Dream TV. I'm your host, Ramsey Flint. I am so excited to bring you my guest today. Her name is Amy Pazahanik. She's the founder and owner of Agape Tennis Academy. We're gonna meet with her on the courts, and then we're gonna take you to her crib. I've got it listed for sale right now. Let's go check it out. So here she is, Amy Pazahanik, the owner and founder of Agape Tennis and Pickleball Academy. I am so proud and happy that she's had me here today. We're at the Bitsy Grant Tennis Center. Let's start with the basics. What does agape mean and why'd you name it agape?
So agape means unconditional love in Greek, and it speaks to the type of environment that we want to have at all of our centers, making these welcoming and inclusive spaces for all people.
One of my favorite things about your story is how you were a player, then you became a coach, then it turned into a business. When did you transition from player to coach? Do you remember?
Well, I mean, I was really doing both. I would always coach even when I would come home on summer breaks and stuff like that. So from the age of 18, I was really coaching. So that's always just been a natural passion of mine, as well as when I was playing. Then after graduating, I became a full-time coach and then started to teach more coaches how to coach. And it just grew from there to the point where I had to stop coaching and just manage our company.
Tennis is the way that I met Amy. She was my tennis pro at a country club up in Alpharetta, and I was the co-captain, and I was struggling managing real estate and my busy schedule in tennis. And she talked me off the ledge and I kept playing tennis. That's when she heard I was a realtor, and she was like, actually, I think I want to buy my first home. Her being my coach turned into her being my client. So it's really been fun for me, watching her be this awesome entrepreneur. She won a big contract with the city of Atlanta. How many years has that been, Amy?
We're in our going into our third year with partnering with the city of Atlanta.
How does Agape and its foundation help through tennis here in the city?
Specifically in the city, we offer programs for low-income families. That's something we do through our foundation and our nonprofit. We just try to be inclusive to everybody. We've done wheelchair tennis, go to boys and girls clubs, so really just spreading it all throughout the city. We're in 10 schools in addition to our public centers throughout Atlanta as well. Some public schools, some private schools, all throughout the city. So North Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta, East Atlanta, so all the different neighborhoods in the city.
Wonderful. All right, give me that racket. We're gonna go from the courts to the crib. So owning a home is definitely part of what I think the American dream is. And Amy, through tennis, this has been her third house that she's purchased with me. We've currently listed it for sale, and it's in the Old Fourth Ward area of Atlanta. And if you don't know anything about that area, it's close to Ponce City Market. It's close to the Beltline. It's close to Krog City Market. There's tons of people walking around, tons of activities. Biking, walking, people walking their dogs. Tons of city life here in Old Fourth Ward. But the thing that makes this property very special is that if you look around where I'm standing here, it's this outdoor living. We've got a great front porch, as you saw earlier. We've got a covered back area. We've got this gorgeous saltwater heated pool with a pool house with a bedroom, a kitchenette, and a little laundry room and a full bath. And we've got this great outdoor living space with an outdoor kitchen, fireplace. And another thing that makes this property super special in the city is that we've got its own alley as an entrance, and we've got a gate that opens and closes, and you can park your car inside and on your property. Thank you so much for joining me here at Amy's Crib. As you can see, tennis has definitely been the source for Amy living her American dream. This house is currently listed at $1.8 million, and I thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Ramsey Flint. I'm your host at the American Dream TV, and we'll see you next time.
Georgia is a well-established city that sits just north of Atlanta. With Lake Lanier nearby, it's an area known for its outdoor activities and everyday convenience. And as the city evolves, its access to support, stability, and resources are just as important as the growth itself. That's where organizations like The Place come in, serving individuals and families across Forsyth and Dawson counties. I'm Jessica Diaz, your host with American Dream TV, and come with me as we explore The Place. We're here with Nicole Morgan of The Place. Nicole, tell me about what you all do here.
So we are a nonprofit here in Forsyth and Dawson County. We've been here 50 years, celebrated our 50th anniversary.
Oh, wow, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. We started in 1975, and what we do and have done for the past 50 years is provide essential needs and services to the people of Forsyth, and then starting in 21, the people of Dawson County. Those essential needs could be our food pantry, it could be financial assistance, our thrift store, we do vouchers down there. Through some of those programs, we have partner programs which help us to get people to be self-sustaining. So some of those programs would be our adult education classes, our youth programs.
Oh, wow. So what brought The Place to Forsyth County?
We were started by 4 Adrian Dominican nuns, and they were on the search for a place where people needed help. And so they found Forsyth County and really just started whatever service that someone came and said they needed. So people needed food, they started the food pantry. People needed clothes, they started a thrift store. They knew that people needed better jobs, so they started workforce development. And so they were teaching people hard skills like woodworking and anything to get them to be able to get trades or other careers.
Okay.
But they were called the Sisters Place back then, and it was always just if you needed help, you went to the Sisters Place. And so we dropped the Sisters Place, and we are now just The Place.
Okay, great. So if somebody is in need of assistance, what are the steps that they need to take in order to start receiving services?
Yeah, so they can go to our website, they can fill out the application there, they can give us a call and we'll provide them with any resources we can over the phone, or they can come on into the place and we can help them fill out the application here. We have a couple different things that we can do here at this location. So we do the financial assistance, so that could be rental assistance, utility assistance, even prescription assistance as well. With that, we can also help them complete some government forms. So like if they're applying for WIC or SNAP benefits, we can help them through those.
And I noticed that there is a thrift store downstairs. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So we take donations from the community, and in that thrift store, and I know you've seen it, but it's a huge, huge operation. We've got furniture down there, kids' clothes, shoes, adult clothes.
And everything down there is such great quality.
Yes.
Yes.
We go through the clothes at least twice before we put them out. We don't have stains, we don't have rips. Really, if we would still wear it, it's gonna go out onto the floor. If we won't wear it, we will recycle it. So it's not going in the trash. Sure. And home goods, so we've got lamps, we've got electronics, couches, tables, beds, bed frames, and mattresses even as well. And for a lot of our clients, we'll let them go down and pick out what they need. And so it could be that they need outfits. I'll get 3 tops, 3 bottoms, really whatever they need.
So Nicole, that thrift store was amazing. So tell me, where are we now? We are at our warehouse. So in this building, we store all of our food for the food pantry orders, and we do thrift store clothing that is not in season. So we've got extra storage for a thrift store. It's great. Wow, look at all this food that you've got here. So where does this all come from? So this all comes from our community. So it is from food drives. It could be from, we have partners like Publix who give us food. But it comes mostly from individuals and groups who do drives for us. Okay, and so how does one order? We can order, so what they'll do is when the food comes in, we have to inventory it. Okay, so we've got staff and volunteers who will inventory the food, and then it gets put on the shelves here. When it gets inventoried, it also gets put into what we call Smart Choice for the clients to be able to choose from for the week. Okay, and so what is Smart Choice? It is where our clients can choose and order sort of like an Instacart. So they've got a set number of points based on how many people are in their family, and they get to go through and pick out exactly what they want or need for the week. So they know their meals, they know what they like, if they have any food allergies, or if they don't like beans, and obviously they won't order beans. Right. So what that does for us is, because since all of this is donated from the community, we don't want to waste it. We want to put it to good use. Yeah. So if we have those families going through and ordering exactly what they want,
we're not just giving them a box of food where half of it goes in the trash.
Right.
So we make sure that that's exactly what they want for the week.
So is this a food bank?
It is not a food bank. We're actually a food pantry.
Okay, and can you tell us what the difference is?
Sure. So a food bank takes in the food pantries give it out to the community.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. Did you know that? Thank you so much for your time. I feel so educated on what you guys do and provide here for Forsyth and Dawson counties. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having us, and thank you for telling our story.
I had so much fun here today learning about the place and all that they do for the community, and also learning what the difference is between a food bank and a pantry. So I'm Jessica Diaz. Thank you so much for joining me on American Dream TV. I'll see you next time.
Welcome to the American Dream in Alpharetta, Georgia. We're your hosts, Tom LeCain
and Jim Pixley.
And today we're at the Maxwell in Alpharetta, Georgia. Before we join our partners at Ganic, we're gonna stop for some coffee and beignets, and then we'll take a look at this unique community that's just steps away from city center. The Maxwell is comprised of the third walkable community in downtown Alpharetta and has some wonderful restaurants, including the sushi bar, Panko Chicken, and the best Italian fishery you've ever been to.
And it's all right next to and tied to the Maxwell development. So it's really a great extension of downtown Alpharetta that has grown over time. We're at the Maxwell, which is one of the great downtown Alpharetta neighborhoods, and interestingly, it was the catalyst for the development of an entire residential retail district in this part of downtown.
Time to head over to Ganic. Let's go.
Hello.
Hey, Gretchen, how are you?
Hey, Gretchen. Good morning.
Great to see you.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Ready for the magic to happen?
Yes, we're ready for closing.
Awesome.
We are so excited, and we want to thank you because we understand that you have put this together, and this is the experience that we want for our clients at the end of the transaction and our closing. So thank you for that.
I'm just here for the coffee and the snacks.
Great. I'm glad you're feeling the vibe. The intention is day spa, not law firm. We don't need to feel like we're in trouble. We need to feel like we're here to relax, celebrate, and just handle what we need to.
This can be the happiest part of our transaction.
Excellent. And it's a reflection of you that's so important to us.
Today we're here with Steve Golden and Laura Suggs with Ganic PC. And the reason why we're here today is because our partners are truly aligned with our business model, and we really appreciate the way that you approach the real estate transaction. So just kind of give us a brief share about working with us.
Well, we love working with you guys because we all have the same goal, which is to make everybody feel at home and comfortable in a transaction that can be very stressful.
Yeah. Right, yeah, and we're aligned, Tom and Jim and our group here. We want to make sure, the people are treated professionally, proactive, and just focus on an experience more so than a transaction.
One thing we know, and the reason we work with you guys so often, and you're our number one attorney, is that we know that when we bring you a client at the end of our transaction, you treat our clients like we treat our clients, and that's what we want. We want that extension of a seamless transaction, and at the end of the day, a happy client.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Very welcome. Yeah, we're excited.
Thank you for joining us on American Dream TV. Our town and our team, Alpharetta, Georgia and Alpharetta Zen.
We hope to see you again next time.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.